In the headlines, President Buhari to meet security chiefs Thursday as insurgents continue to surrender. Gunmen kill 7 at Nigerian gas project site. Zamfara abductors demand 350 million naira ransom. And on the foreign scene, fresh attack leaves 37 civilians dead in western Niger. Hello and welcome to Trust TV News Update. I am Dashan Hussaina Usman. For more news, connect with us across our social media platforms. Now the news in detail. President Muhammadu Buhari will on Thursday confer with security chiefs at the presidential villa, Abuja. Femi Adesina, the president's special advisor on media and publicity, confirmed this in a statement in Abuja on Tuesday. The president returned to Abuja last Friday after 18 days in London, during which he attended an education summit and did health checks. Adesina noted that the nation's security forces had in the past few weeks taken the battle more robustly to insurgents, bandits and all other criminals troubling the country. Imo State police say gunmen killed a police officer and 6 employees of Nigerian oil and gas service company Lee Engineering during an attack on a project site on Tuesday. The attack took place on Monday at Asa community north of Imo State. State police spokesman Michael Abatam revealed that the location has been declared a black spot and all efforts to arrest perpetrators are ongoing. Abductors of students and staff of College of Agriculture and Animal Science, Bakura in Zamfara State, are demanding 350 million naira for their release. Provost of the college, Habibu Mai Nasara, confirmed this on Tuesday. He said a total of 20 people were abducted, including 15 students, 4 staff, and a driver. Gunmen had stormed the institution around 11 p.m. on Sunday and kidnapped students and staff of the college. During the attack, the gunmen killed 2 watchmen and a police officer. Plateau State's chapter of Jama'atu Nasir Islam on Tuesday denied any plan of a protest march by a group against the killing of Fulani travelers along Gadabu-Rukuba Road of Jos North local government area of the state. Daily Trust reports that there has been a circular on social media calling on people to come out for the protest march on Wednesday against Saturday's attack. Barrister Lowang Ishak, JNI's director, ICT, in a statement sent to Daily Trust, said the circulated release indicating Jos Central Mosque as takeoff point of the protest was not true. He called on people in the state to discard such circular. The strike embarked upon by the National Association of Resident Doctors may linger until the National Industrial Court sits on September 15. Minister of Labour and Employment, Dr. Chris Ngige, has approached the Industrial Court for adjudication over a trade dispute between federal government and the association. Federal government is asking the court to order resident doctors who have been on strike since August 2 to return to their duty post as reconciliation is ongoing. Speaking at a press briefing in Abuja with the absence of Ministry of Labour at the court hearing, President of the association, Dr. Uyilawa Okuahesui, blames the government for the hardship which the strike has brought upon citizens who are seeking medical care at public hospitals. Meanwhile, the Industrial Court has adjourned ruling on the matter to September 15, 2021, but the Association of Resident Doctors vowed to continue the industrial strike until their demands are met.
As we are aware today, the government sued us to the National Industrial Court for adjudication. As a law-abiding association, we were in court as summoned, but the Minister of Labour was absent, and only the Minister of Health were present. The case was adjourned to 15th of September 2021. We once again appeal to Nigerians to bear with us because a hungry doctor is a dangerous doctor. We are hopeful the government shall do the needful as it pertains to the welfare of our members, thus curbing the ugly incidents of brain drain.
You're watching Trust TV News Update. Coming up after the break. PDP mourns Muhammadu, reschedules National Working Committee meeting. Join us again for more details.
My name is Samuel Dada.
Yakubu Isa, ana mana kabi da jeji.
Aminu Musa.
A wannan harkar ce muke dan samun abinci, an muke taimaka mu wasu da yawa.
Looking for private jobs. Sometimes you get employed and the process of payment, you undergo some kind of stress.
Get latest updates on current topical issues and breaking news by downloading the Trust TV mobile app on your Android devices. Go online, click Google Play Store, search Trust TV, install the app, and get doses of unfiltered information on happenings all over the world in your pocket. Trust TV, documenting the Nigerian story.
Welcome back. You're still watching Trust TV News Update. Here's a look at our top stories. Imo State Police said gunmen killed a police officer and 6 employees of Nigerian Oil and Gas Services Company, Lee Engineering, during an attack on a project site on Tuesday. Abductors of students and staff of College of Agriculture and Animal Science, Bakura in Zamfara State, are demanding 350 million naira for their release. Now to more news. President Muhammadu Buhari has condoled with the family of former Deputy Senate President Ibrahim Babangida, Plateau State Government, and indigents in mourning the passing of the renowned politician. The president, in a statement signed by Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, on Tuesday, prayed for the soul of the departed, believing his legacy of reconciliation and promotion of peaceful coexistence will always be remembered, especially in bringing more harmony in his state and the country at large. Similarly, People's Democratic Party has expressed sadness over the death of former Deputy President of the Senate, Senator Ibrahim Babangida. The party, in a statement by its National Publicity Secretary, Kola Ologbodiyan, on Tuesday in Abuja, described late Babangida as a pillar of the PDP who could not be forgotten. Ologbodiyan said that the PDP is devastated and inconsolable by the death of one of its leading elders and a member of its board of trustees. He said Babangida's death is a huge tragedy which has befallen not only the PDP but Nigeria at large. The National Publicity Secretary said that as the PDP grieves, the meeting of its National Working Committee, earlier slated for Tuesday, has been rescheduled for Wednesday in honor of late Babangida. Kano State Government has promised to partner with Trust Television, a subsidiary of Media Trust Limited, receiving the management staff of the company, led by a board member, Balaji Mansur Dang Ali. The governor says Trust TV will be an advantage to Nigeria's media industry. Correspondent Idris Jibrin was there and filed this report.
Kano State Governor Abdullahi Ganduje, alongside members of his cabinet, welcomed the management team of Trust Television into the government house. While commending the establishment of Trust Television, Governor Ganduje says the wonderful vision, styling qualities and excellent contribution of Media Trust to the Nigeria's media industry cannot come to pass without recognition. Hence, his resolve to open a new phase of lasting relationship.
We have confidence, we have hope that the success that has been achieved in the Daily Trust will be converted to the success of the Trust TV. Already you are fully part and parcel of our media challenges in the northern part of this country, and you have taken advantage of that. And I believe the gaps that are existing in terms of knowing our culture, knowing our tradition, knowing our people, the nitty-gritty of what we are, who we are, I'm sure the TV will be able to take up to that.
The idea of Trust Television is to document the Nigerian story and, by extension, the African experience in accordance with the professional ethics of journalism.
That is why the decision was made to start now on Star Times and also on the Nichcom Sat. You know, Nigeria has a satellite communication which broadcasts beyond the borders of Nigeria to actually the whole African continent and in some cases even beyond. So we are also going to be on that. And as you very well know, for most people who do not afford the payment of monthly charges, that is the one that you just buy the big dish, the strong dish, and set up. So wherever you are you are based, you could watch countless number of channels from all over the continent and even beyond. So we are going to be there, and then gradually we'll escalate to DSTV.
Also, we want to invest more in content. We want to have niche for documentaries. We want to actually tell a history of our people and also the success of the North, and also be the mirror, like I said, to the rest of the country about the North.
As far as Kano State is concerned, Trust Television intends to maintain a cordial relationship for mutual benefits. As the company prepares for an official satellite launch, it is expected that more educational and informational programs will take a center stage. Idris Jibrin, Trust TV News, Kano.
The removal of the 14th Fulani Emir of Kano, Muhammadu Sanusi Lamido, and the subsequent appointment of his uncle, Nasiru Ado Bayero, as Emir of Bichi has not tainted the cordial relationship between the two royal icons. In an interview with Trust TV at his palace, the Emir said ex-Emir Sanusi is a friend and family.
We're friends, we're family, and in the family, growing up, we were the closest to each other. Our friendship was kind of was a case study, really, in the palace, because our fathers also grew up together. Late Chiroma Aminu Sunusi and my father are also best of friends, and he was his uncle. My father is his uncle, and I'm his uncle as well, but he's an older nephew. So yes, we still maintain a good and cordial relationship.
The history of Nigeria's political journey to date has seen different military juntas many consider to be instrumental to the country's post-independence experience. Though as military head of state, the role of Ibrahim Babangida, who now turns 80, is one that will forever remain in the hearts of many Nigerians. Trust TV's Ayuba Ilia profiles Nigeria's first military president.
I'm pleased to take this opportunity to declare once again, therefore, that this administration Nicknamed Maradona, or the evil genius, former head of state Ibrahim Babangida was born on the 17th of August 1941 in Mina to his father Muhammad Babangida and mother Aisha Babangida. He received early Islamic education before attending primary school from 1950 to 1956. Between 1957 to 1962, Babangida attended Government College, Bida, in Niger State. The former general joined the Nigerian Army on the 10th of December 1962, where he attended the Nigerian Military Training College in Kaduna. He was commissioned as a second lieutenant regular combatant officer in the then Royal Nigerian Army with the personal army number N438 from the Indian Military Academy on 26 September 1963.
You should give people more within their capability, give them more.
Following the outbreak of the Civil War, retired General Babangida was posted to the 1st Division under the command of General Muhammad Shua. According to accounts of his exploits at the front, Babangida was shot on the leg in 1969 during a reconnaissance operation from Enugu to Umuahia. Having been hospitalized in Lagos, he rejected the option of removing the bullet shrapnel and still carries with him. Away and recovering from his wounds, Babangida married Mariam King on 6 September 1969. The palace coup of 1985, spearheaded by Babangida, was said to have been orchestrated with a degree of military deftness hitherto not seen in the history of coup plotting. Little wonder, the nickname Maradona. Babangida, ruling by decree, promulgated his official title as the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and placed the current President Muhammadu Buhari under house arrest in Benin until 1988. In December 1985, hundreds of military officers were arrested, some were tried, convicted and eventually executed for conspiring to overthrow the general in 1985 and 1990. On the recommendation of the Nigerian Political Bureau, Babangida formed a two-party system with the Social Democratic Party and National Republican Convention ahead of the 1992 general elections, urging all Nigerians to join either of the parties. One thing many considered his greatest undoing was the annulment of June 12, 1993 presidential election won by Moshood Abiola and widely adjudged to be free and fair, leading to political instability and his subsequent resignation. In 2006 and 2010, the former head of state aspired for presidential candidature of the PDP but withdrew his interest prior to the elections. He has since then maintained a low profile, assuming the role of an elder statesman, advocating a paradigm shift in the political structure. Babangida was married to Mariam Babangida from 1969 until her death in 2009. They had 4 children together.
Fairly well, thanks. I have got very caring and understanding children. So they try to fit in and where their mother has left.
In business, Nigeria's inflation rate has dropped to 17.38% in July from 17.75% in June 2021, according to the National Bureau of Statistics. The latest inflation rate was contained in the Consumer Price Index report for July, released by the NBS on Tuesday. CPI measures the rate of change in the prices of goods and services in Nigeria. Nigeria's inflation rate showed that prices continued to rise in July 2021 at a slightly slower pace than the 17.75% recorded in June. The fall between both months was 0.37% or 37 basis points. The current inflation rate was released 2 days after the Central Bank of Nigeria expressed optimism that Nigeria's inflation rate may drop to a single digit in 2022. CBN Director of Monetary Policy Department, Hassan Mahmoud, announced the projection at the Virtual Media Economic Review and Outlook 2021. Mahmoud said since the Nigerian economy recovered from recession in the last quarter of 2020, it has maintained a path of recovery despite challenges triggered by the COVID-19 pandemic and insecurity. Away from Nigeria, local sources say armed men killed 37 civilians in a flashpoint region of western Niger, where hundreds have died in jihadist attacks this year. According to a local official, the assailants arrived on motorbikes in the village of Daridaye in the Tilaberi region on Monday afternoon as people were working in the fields. A local journalist who confirmed the incident on Tuesday described the attack as very bloody. The deaths bring the unofficial death toll from jihadist attacks in western Niger to more than 450 since the start of the year. It is also the fifth attack in the area of Tilaberi, claiming 151 lives. Still on the foreign scene, Japan's government on Tuesday expanded a coronavirus state of emergency to 7 more regions as it battles a record wave of infections a week before the Paralympic Games. Virus emergency measures that ban restaurants and bars from selling alcohol and require them to close by 8 p.m. are already in place in Tokyo and 5 other regions and are due to end by August 31. Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga said measures will be expanded to additional areas with the restrictions in all parts of the country running until September 12. In addition to the measures affecting bars and restaurants, the government will ask large shopping malls and department stores to limit the number of customers inside at one time. And in sports, Tammy Abraham has completed a move from European champions Chelsea to Serie A side Roma in a deal worth €40 million. The England forward has signed a 5-year deal with the Serie A outfit and departs Stamford Bridge, having scored 30 goals in 82 appearances after coming through the Blues Academy. 23-year-old Abraham moves on in search of regular first-team football and will work with ex-Chelsea manager Jose Mourinho at the Stadio Olimpico. With that, we come to the end of the news update. Don't forget to follow us across all our social media platforms. I am Dashan Husseina Usman. Thanks for watching.